happen, or I do good in the league, or even like my Twitch channel starts doing good. Like any money that I've been donated to, how like people can donate sub to your channel, that money has gone into like I got a brand new gaming controller based on the money that people helped me get. Right, it's not a lot, but it was enough to get a pretty decent damn controller. It was an $80 controller, maybe 90.
Yeah.
It's
so I mean,
there's so
for
yeah.
PC gaming, there are companies that make some pretty decent like entry level stuff. Like Corsair makes some pretty good entry level. Razer makes some pretty good entry level. SteelSeries makes some pretty good entry level, and they're all easy to use because they have programs that are specific for those like products. Probably like Uhuru and Red Dragon and all this. Those are like knockoff companies. A lot of them come from China and stuff like that, and they're not really built for gaming. They're basically built for like something you give a kid, like when you just like, oh, here's your gaming mouse, it's got RGB in it, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they're hard to work with. So that's why I'm like searching the net, trying to figure out like what's the application for it. Is it worth using? Those kind of things.
Yeah. All right, let me unplug this one. Okay, and then so where is it? Yeah, it is a Uru or a Huru. It is. I'm gonna plug it in right now while I'm looking at it, but it's model WM-07. That's the model number of it.
Yeah, Uhuru is just like Red Dragon. It's kind of a
cheap one, I know, but you got to
understand. It's not really cheap.
It's
like a knockoff company where they try to.
Okay.
They claim like all this crazy shit, 20,000 DPI and all that, but the sensors are kind of meh.
Well, you also got to understand, right? Not a lot of money, and then I don't know these things.
I'm not harping on you. I'm not harping.
No, I know, but I want you to
telling you is information for the future.
Yeah.
So you understand.
No, absolutely, and I've looked at some of those. I know Corsair is a good brand. I know like stuff like that. I just at the time it was like this looks like it's going to be a good mouse. And then kind of went with it based on what I could obviously afford to go off of, and that's I'm just explaining to you like where I'm coming from. That
no, it's fine. I've been there
the
same position you've been in when I was a kid. Like I was the same shit. I used to compete like as a child. We used to go do LANs. My parents would take me different places. I used to compete competitively in like Game Boy Color, like legitimately compete like in Pokemon, and we would go different places. And sometimes like when I needed products or I needed certain things, my dad would just buy like these off-brand things, and then my friends would make fun of me, and it's like, dude, it wasn't because my dad didn't have money, she just didn't know, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I used to compete in Doom and Duke Nukem and Quake and shit as a kid. Yeah, man, I understand, like, knockoff products and stuff, and I've bought knockoff shit for my kids, just because I didn't want to spend expensive, but even at $40 a mouse, there are $40, like, equivalent mice from really, really good companies. I understand you're just getting started, and that's what I'm here for, is to teach you these things, Cutter, so that going forward, you're like, somebody says, no, I got this product, Wang Bang Mice Company, and you're like, no, that's bullshit company. Like, you're gonna know right away. That's a douchey company, and you want nothing to do with it. Don't spend your money on crap companies. Because for $40, you could have got like a SteelSeries mouse or a Razer, like a Naga, not a Naga, but like a Razer Hyperspeed or something like that. 45. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't get it. I think I know what the problem with is the charging part doesn't want to connect, and it keeps connecting and disconnecting, and it's not even gonna.
Gotcha.
I think that it's just bad. Like I can't get it to work because I can't get it charged or turned on.
Gotcha. Yeah, Huru's like I said, I've heard of a Huru. I've seen them before, but I've never been like, that's an amazing company. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't have anybody telling me otherwise. It just, one, it kind of looked like it was going to be a better mouse, and then I just kind of was like, okay, this is a gaming mouse. Let me go for it. And
yeah, because the problem with China is like they make so many off-brand companies that are like just make mice, or they try to sell brands, and then when they don't sell well, they try to sell them to America or to Europe.
Okay.
And they sell them for cheap. But the problem with the Huru mice, I've seen there's like a purple one that has like a pink thing on the back. I've seen it before. I know there's other colors, but I've seen this, and it comes with like a dongle, and you plug it in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then that's supposed to be wireless. Yeah, I've seen that, and they're supposed to be like anywhere from like 4,800, 10,000 DPI or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, this one doesn't even say on the bottom like the other one. Let me see if I can find another similar cable that might actually replace this one. I don't know if it's the cable. It feels like it's the cable or the connection where it goes into the mouse to charge it, because it's completely dead right now anyway.
So is there a button? Let me ask this question. On your Red Dragon, is there a button you hit that changes the quickness of the mouse?
Yeah, it's right on top.
Distance to it?
Yeah, and it literally is under where my fingers are, and I bump it sometimes. So yeah.
Right. So there's a program. That program that I was trying to send you should be able to turn that button off and have a steady DPI that you never have to hit. So that one DPI is always on, and you can go in there and change it. That's what we're looking for, to be able to change the DPI of your mouse.